Hello, today I'm going to show you how to plot a graph with graphical analysis. First thing you do is you enter your data. So let's assume I have a set of data that is time and distance values. And I just simply enter them x and y as follows. 0.2, 0.196. Just as easy would be if I were to copy it and paste it from a spreadsheet. So for example, if you already have used a spreadsheet to collect your data, what you could do is use Excel or OpenOffice Calc to collect your data and calculate the averages, and then copy and paste the averages into these cells. Just as easy though is to type it in. Takes a little bit longer than copy and paste, but it works just fine. And the last data point we'll do is 0.6, 1.764. So now we have a graph of distance versus time, but it's not labeled as distance versus time. So what we're going to do is double click on the X at the top of the table and type in, this is our time, short name, I don't know, T will be our variable, units of seconds. And I say done, and then double click on the y-axis labels. This is distance, short name D, units meters. Okay, and done with that one. And what you'll notice is that the axis labels appear now with units on the horizontal and vertical axes. You don't have to put the units here in parentheses because it will automatically do it for you. And there you've plotted your set of data. One thing you might want to do, since this isn't first grade, is get rid of the connecting lines. So double click on your graph and it brings up graph options, and you uncheck the connect points box and you've gotten rid of your point connectors. And there you just have your data points on the axes. Now let's say you want to straighten out your data, and you take a look at it and you notice it's a top opening parabola. So that tells you that what you're going to do to plot the data, to straighten the data, is to plot distance versus time squared being on the horizontal axis. So you can take out your calculator and calculate the time squareds and enter those points manually. But there's an easier way to do that, and that would be to use the function new calculated column. And the new calculated column, the name is going to be time squared. The short name is going to be T caret, not capitalized, T caret 2 for time squared, and the units are of course seconds squared. And then to type in the equation down here, we want to take a variable, time, and all we want to do is square it. So we hit caret 2, and it makes a new column over in the data table, which is the time column squared. Now what you may have noticed is that the graph hasn't changed at all. Not at all. So what you have to do now is go click on the x-axis label, and instead of time, choose time squared, and now you have a straight line. And to get the best fit for that straight line, you can either go to Analyze Linear Fit, and it'll do a linear fit, or you can click on the Linear Fit button, and it'll do a linear fit. Or if you're confident that the intercept should be 0, you can click on the Curve Fit button here and choose either a linear fit or a proportional fit if you're confident it goes through the origin. So let's try a proportional fit. And it draws a line, it gives you the A value, and then it puts it on the graph. And so there is your best fit line to your straightened graph.